Hey everybody, welcome to Two Comic Book Dudes. This is our weekly comic book haul show. I have to put the word haul in there so more people actually see the
Paul.
the word haul. People like haul, I guess, whatever. Um, anyway, so I'm Aaron Clutter, editor-in-chief of Comic Booked,
Hey everybody, Justin, managing editor of Recount Book.
and together we're Two Comic Book Dudes. Lots of stuff happened in comics this week. We thought it sounded like Fox and Marvel had actually reached a deal with Fantastic Four rights, and then it sounds like maybe they didn't, and a lot of speculation around all that. So yeah, it's kind of funny.
X-Men TV show kind of news, like two
Yeah,
different shows. I don't know if that's
like they're
gonna
going to do a
happen.
show. Well, and Fox had the rights to them before because Fox did the animated TV show. So
And
I
didn't Fox also did Generation X?
yes,
That
which
like
was
pilot? How was it?
it was
Just
a
a
pilot.
pilot?
It
It
was
was like a
just a
2 hour
pilot.
pilot or
Yeah, it
something.
was actually pretty good. I remember watching it when it first came out, and I thought, "Oh, this is
I,
cool" because it was
I do
Generation
too.
X.
I
But
do too.
yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So what we normally do with this show is we go through all of the comics that we picked up for the week. We show off every cover, some of the art, talk about a little bit, to give you a little backstory if possible. If it's number one, obviously we don't have backstory unless it's a relaunch or reboot, which there's lots of those this week.
Yep.
Um, and I have a few things that I picked up from last week too that are kind of mixed in the pile, but we try to go through them, give you a good rundown of what's in there. Normally we do this on Wednesday, but this week was just kind of a little messed up, so we're doing this on Friday and just trying to get it out to you. But we
Yep.
really hope you like, share, comment. Let us know what you like, what you don't like about this, and definitely check out our other videos. So we normally start with DC, do all the Independents, Image, and then Marvel. And our Marvel's kind of divided up into three categories. Right now we have Secret Wars related, non-Marvel Secret Wars, non-Marvel, no, what is it? Non-Secret Wars related, non-regular Marvel Universe, and then like all new, all different, non-Marvel Secret Wars related, whatever. So yeah, you'll figure it out
So
when we
there's
get
like 10. So
there.
there's
Yeah,
like 10.
yeah.
Okay.
It's not complicated at all when you see. You go, oh yeah, that makes sense. That fits in that category. So anyway, so we start off with DC. You said you have two?
2 DC this week.
Two. Okay, well, I'll do one of mine, and then you can do one of yours, and then back and forth and back and forth. So
Okay.
my first one was Harley Quinn 21. This was a pretty cool one. I love the cover because, it's
Crazy Harley.
Halloween, and there's it's the Shining homage. It's
Mhm.
pretty cool. So Deadshot's in this one, and it's just been a really cool series. I've really liked it. One of the few series from DC that I've hung on to. So I'm looking forward to issue 21.
Good deal. All right, I got Batman and Robin Eternal #2.
Ooh!
Only 24 more issues to go.
Wow!
Yeah, and I don't know. At some parts in here, it looks like the art has already stepped down from the first issue. Like
Oh no!
that's sad. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on this book, but I wanted to see where it went, just see where it goes. The first issue really didn't have a whole lot of going on. It was just kind of getting the story going,
Hmm.
bringing all the characters together. So I don't know. We'll
Okay.
see.
All right. Well, again, outside of the regular DC universe, but still DC-ish, is DC Comics Bombshells, and this is issue number 3. You see Zatanna there on the front, kind of a cool cover. This has been interesting because it's set back. I don't know. It's like set in an alternate universe where we're back in kind of the 50s era, 40s, 50s, World War II-ish. So the different characters have their powers. There's Wonder Woman and Batwoman and Zatanna and some of the others. So it's been pretty good. The artwork is decent. This has got some cool. I
Oh
probably just
wow.
spoiled the issue for everybody. Like, oh no, I didn't know he was going to be in there. I don't know who he is. So, but he's cool looking. He's got a bunch of eyeballs.
What issue
Um,
number is that? Sorry.
Number 3,
Oh yeah. So that's
DC
probably
Bombshells.
like a brand new character.
Maybe so. Yeah, so it's pretty good so far. I will probably keep getting this for a few more issues, and we'll see what happens.
All right. I got. Did you get this?
No,
Batman 45. We're gonna get into some more of Mr. Bloom, our new villain that was created by, I guess, Snyder and Capello.
Okay.
Hello, sorry. But it's still Gordon as Bunny Batman, Robo Batman.
Yep.
But he's out of the suit a good bit in this issue, and no big spoilers, but he gets pretty messed up. So
Hmm, that's cool.
but I mean it's typical fun Batman. But I'm still just waiting and hoping that Bruce Wayne comes back soon and gets his memory back and
Isn't that
figures
what the
stuff out.
big is it issue 50 is the big one?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
So there's like all multiple covers, and our store actually has special artwork for that they purchased for the cover. So
Oh
they have
wow,
a special edition cover that there's only so many copies printed. It's really cool looking too. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's the Dark
Dark
Knight
Knight 3,
3. Yeah, yeah,
Dark
yeah.
Knight 3, The
Yep.
Master Race.
Yeah, they're the cover they're getting is really cool. So I'll have to find a picture of it and show you guys next week.
Yeah,
But right now they're doing pre-orders on the colored cover and the black and white cover, and you can get one of each for $30. So not too bad. That's pretty cool. But it's art that you won't get from any other store.
I have to
Only in our
ask my
store.
store.
So
So that's right. Everybody ask your store if they're doing something like that.
yeah, yeah, because they did have several covers. You could purchase the artwork for. So pretty cool. All right, my last DC one is actually the best Batman book that's out right now, without Batman in it, and it's Batmite. Batmite number 5. This is coming to the end of this series. I think it's a 6-issue miniseries. So in this one, we got a whole bunch of the formerly the inferior 5. Now they call themselves the superior 6 because Batmite's joining them. So it's kind of funny, but it's been a pretty good one. It's the comedy book. So I like Harley Quinn. I like Batmite. Bizarro's been pretty good. So we'll see how that one goes. But that one will wrap up in another month, and then that'll be one less DC book that I get.
Sure.
Yep.
All right. Next, I got the crossover event book with DC and IDW, Star Trek
Cool.
Green Lantern. This is issue number 4 of the Spectrum War. Cool cover with Dead Hand on something.
Cool.
Yeah. But
Nice.
I mean, the art's still really just been great. The whole book here. Just take a look at this.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's been great the whole way. And the stories. I mean, to see these characters cross over, and we have crew members of the Enterprise who now have rings. We have a Klingon who has a ring. Like it's crazy.
That's cool.
You can imagine all that power going on.
Uh,
So, but yeah, excited to see where this one kind of wraps up, as it's got I think 2 more issues. So
okay. Cool. Well, this week was also the first week for the Vertigo number 1s. And that first issue, Twilight Children, came out. And this is Darwin Cook artwork, great art. And it's written by Gilbert Hernandez. It's really an interesting looking book so far. So I haven't read it yet, but it does look pretty good. So I'm very excited to get to dig into this one and find out what it's all about. So, okay. Then we dig into some of the indie stuff. You want to do? Did you say you had another IDW, regular IDW?
no, that was it. Now
Okay.
I'm just down to the Image and the Marvel. I had a lightweight.
Okay. All right. Well, from last week, I actually had to go back in and I picked up Jughead number 1. This is the relaunch by Chip Zdarsky. And it's pretty cool. They had some cool covers. Erica Henderson's doing the art, Chip Zdarsky's doing the writing, and it's it's kind of an origin story of who Jughead is, where he came from, but it's also kind of sensationalized stuff. So it's kind of neat. It's a little something different from the Archie universe. So they're relaunching all those books for the first time in however many years, a lot of years. And
something years or so.
yeah, the regular Archie book's been really good. The 3rd issue just come out, and so this is the new Jughead book. So it looks pretty cool.
Cool. Aren't the like Betty and Veronica? Aren't they going to get their own books also or something?
Yes, yeah, I think there'll be a Betty and Veronica book. I think there's one other one too. I don't remember. I think there's going to be like 4 books with the part of the relaunch. So
wow.
we'll see
Cool.
how that goes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. From Legendary, I got the Infinite Adventures of Jonas Quantum, number 2. And I did pick up number 1, and I'll tell you, this cover is awesome. This really has a neat wraparound cover.
That was crazy.
Yeah. The first issue was really interesting. The guy is like this super tech geek scientist, And I mean, he's got the ability to control his body down to the molecular level. And I mean, just all of this really cool stuff going. I mean, it's just amazing. And he has this vault that's in a folded universe that's supposed to be inaccessible. Someone broke in.
What?
Yep. So now he's got to find out who broke in, and he knows exactly what they stole, and they stole like this ultimate cure to death. And so he has to find out now what are they going to do with the cure for death. It's just really cool. It's a good series. So I hope it lasts. Or I don't know if it's going to be in a short. They've been doing miniseries, so if it'll be like a 5 or 6 issue miniseries. But the artwork is beautiful. The art is actually done by Freddie Williams II. Mark Guggenheim's doing the writing, but there's some really cool stuff.
Nice.
Very, very detailed, very, very cool colors and stuff. So, issue 6 of Lantern City came out this week from Boom and Archaea, and this is the Bruce Boxleitner inspired story or created story, and it's written by Matthew Daly and Marguerite Scott. And it's really cool. It's kind of a steampunkish setting. I think I've talked about this before. You've got a world that's divided by almost like a caste system, a class system. And you have the people in the lower realm who work for everybody above. And then you have the Red Guard who basically keep the world separated. Well, the leader of everything. Okay, so this guy who was part of the lower group, and he was in the middle of this big riot that happened. And these guards came in, and one of the guards was killed. And the guy took his clothes and put them on and became the guard. And so now he's in there infiltrating the guard, trying to find out how he can save his people. And he actually saved the life of the leader of the whole realm. And so he also knows this guy's secret. So they've become really good friends. In fact, the guy in the last issue invited him to be his private guard. So it's pretty cool. He's actually being elevated. Yeah, for sure. It's really good. Great story. So the next one, this is beautiful art, very controversial book. A lot of weird criticism back and forth. I love the first issue. I'm really excited to read this one. I did a review on issue 1. I don't think anybody read it, but it's out there. It's Strange Fruit. Mark Waid, J.G. Jones. I mean, just amazing art. I'll flip this open here and you can see. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, just really cool detail. J.G. Jones' art is amazing. So it's, it's a Superman-ish tale, like these. It's in the 1920s, so it's heavily segregated times in Mississippi. You've got blacks and whites, and definitely a lot of strife and conflict between them. And this one of the workers, the guy runs out in the field, and he finds this big giant black guy naked standing in the middle of the field, and this guy's got like superpowers. He can pick up a tree and throws it at these Klan members who are chasing the other guy, and I mean it's just really cool. So that first issue is amazing, but so I'm excited to see the second issue. It's just a 4-issue miniseries, but it definitely takes the whole Superman mythos and kind of dumps it on its ear and does a little what if with it. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
I picked up, I guess this is Amance Nawelpan, Clandestino, which looked really, really good. And it's like, clandestine, like the spies or whatever, but this is, mercenary maybe or whatever, but it looks really great. This is from Black Mask, first issue, and there's some great art. You can see that very well there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. It's just a really interesting looking book, neat looking book. So I picked it up. I'll let you know how it is.
Cool.
Oni Press had a great one. You can't go wrong when you have monsters and rednecks. So we have Blood Feud from Oni Press. Blood Feud #1 came out this week. Nice. Had a great cover, and it had a flip cover.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is really cool. Yeah. Yep. So, and that's
like Friday the 13th.
Yeah, like Friday the 13th. So it's really a neat looking book, a lot of fun. It's written by Cullen Bunn, and Drew Moss is doing the art. It just says by Cullen Bunn, Drew Moss, and Nick Filardi. So they're all doing the work. Looks pretty good. Really a big book this week that I didn't get as much press as it should have. I felt like it was a big book because I really like this game series, and that is Assassin's Creed #1. Came out from Titan Publishing. Great looking cover. It's kind of set in a more modern setting, at least to start with. But I understand there's a lot of flashbacks in here, as of course, just like in any other of the Assassin's Creed series, they get in touch with their previous selves or their genetic history. So
Right.
it just looks really good. Artwork is great. Here's let's see, something you can actually see. Maybe that city.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool. So this is written by, yeah, sure. That's not helpful. Anthony Del Cole and Connor McCreary, and the artist is Neil Edwards. So this is a 5-part, at least the first part is 5 issues. That's called Trial by Fire, the first storyline. So looks really good.
Nice.
Dark Horse stuff next. I've got Mirror's Edge Exordium #2. And I hate to say I haven't read the first one yet, I don't think.
I didn't get issue #2. Issue 1 was alright.
No, I read #1. I really liked #1, yes. And
Okay.
#2 looks pretty cool. It's a 6-issue miniseries. It's leading up to the release of the new Mirror's Edge game for Xbox One that's coming out. I'm really excited about that because I love that game, the original game. So that looks
it was
good.
a lot of fun. This one's going to have like a full open environment and everything.
Yes. That should be awesome. Red Sonja Conan #3 was out this week. Crossover Dark Horse and Dynamite.
Nice.
Looks pretty. It's been a great series so far, so we'll see how that plays out. A couple other Dynamite books. Did you have anything from Dynamite this week?
Nope.
Okay. I had picked up Vampirella: Army of Darkness #4, and I got the great cover there with the little chibi looking Ash and Vampirella. Pretty cool. And then Swords of Sorrow, the finale of the main series, comes out this week, #6. So you can see Purgatory and Vampirella there duking it out, or wrestling, or maybe just hugging it out.
Yeah, it could be
We'll
maybe
see how it wraps up. Yeah.
some friendly hug thing.
Could be. There does
Stretching
look
back.
to be some blood. Like maybe she's got a nosebleed and she's got some blood there, so might not be as friendly as we'd like to think, but
Oh,
you
oh
can all
gosh.
speculate. So, all right, I got Image stuff next. Yes. You have anything other than Image and Marvel left, or?
Nope.
Okay, so I've got 5 Image books this week.
Uno.
Okay, well, I'll do a couple of mine, and you can do your one, and then we'll do a couple of mine. Hopefully I don't have... Oh, I probably did. I'll leave it to last. I probably did get that one. Oh, I don't know if you get this one or not. Do you get Low?
No, I stopped. I get it
Okay.
now.
Oh, this has been so good. These last 3 issues have been excellent. So issue 10 is out this week. Rick Remender, Low. It's just such a good series. It's building up to really be just some cool stuff, because now it's like they're out for revenge, and it's been great. I really like this one.
Nice.
Of course, Walking Dead #147 is out this week. Had to pick that up. Haven't read it yet, but excited to find out what's going on. Rick had to make some decisions, after Alpha did what she did with killing 7 of the members of Alexandria, putting their heads up on pikes as kind of a warning to everybody. Something has to go. Something has to happen. So we'll see. I hate to think maybe you got this one. I don't know. Roche Limit, Clandestiny #5. This is the finale of that series. I had to pick it up. I got the rest of them. I wanted to make sure I got this one too. But this was Michael Morisi, who we interviewed a few weeks ago. It's been a really cool series, and so I wanted to get the finale and kind of see how it wraps. What you got? I know what you got.
Faster Than Light. Issue #2.
Yep. Now, I really liked this with the whole interactive thing last time. That was so cool. Did you play that? Did you try that?
No, I didn't try it out. But I really like the story.
Pretty cool.
Art.
Yep. But yeah,
I will check it out.
definitely download that thing. It's got you go to experienceanomaly.com/FTL. It's on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a device to use, and you launch the app, and you look at the cover and inside the issue, and 3-dimensional images jump out. It's so cool. I mean, this is really a very unique thing that they've done with this. I love it. So I'm sorry. You can talk about the book.
Now I'm just looking at it. So
Okay.
I get lost looking at it. But I mean, we can spoil the first issue. The ultimate reason of why you would go into space is because of military threat.
Yeah.
So the reason behind everything.
Yeah, it was good. I really liked what they did with that first issue. It was excellent.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I'm really
my
digging
last.
the story.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's it.
My last Image book for this week, I had to pick this up. I've been getting Witchblade. You know, I love the generation, the 9th generation stuff that's been going on, which has all of the artifacts. And so when I heard about this a few months ago, I was like, okay, I got to get that when it comes out. And I like Step and Cedric stuff, so I got Switch #1.
Nice.
And this is like a double-sized book. It's huge, but it's I don't know. I don't know what it is. You know, this is kind of the next step, I guess, for the Witchblade. But from the preview stuff, it's been like multiple of the
Right,
the
it jumps
whole
around
carriers of the Witchblade. So yeah, from multiple of the bearers. So we'll see what happens with this. This looks pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to go
Let's
pick
see.
that up.
Stephen Sedgwick's creator, does the story and the art. And he does 2 of the covers, and then Linda Sedgwick does 1 of the other covers. So kind of cool. It's like all him now. So we'll see what happens. I think I did start reading it. I did in the preview book. So it's just had like the first 3
Pages or something.
pages of it. Yeah, it looks really cool.
Also, if you get time, or anybody out there watching this, if you get time, check out the Image panel from San Diego Comic-Con this year.
Oh yeah.
Steven and his wife were there, and they talk about like all the books that they're working on, because they do a ton of stuff for Top Cow, and even more stuff coming out soon. So
it's awesome. I mean, like every cover seems like at least there's one. And is it Steven?
He'll go. He said that's fine. The pronunciation Steven is fine with him. It's not correct, but it's fine for Americans.
I always do Steepen or Steppen or Steepen.
Yeah.
So okay.
Well, I mean, if you watch the thing, like he talks about that, because that's just one of the questions. So, like, they kind of introduce him as like the man nobody can pronounce his name.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, you know, when we interview people, we have to ask that same question. Now, the interview we're doing later tonight, we won't have to necessarily ask that. I think we're good on his pronunciation. But
Hopefully.
you know, when we interviewed Michael Morisi, I had to ask, how do you pronounce your last name? You know,
say it right.
Yeah. So that was cool. All right, Marvel stuff last. So I have one non-Marvel, one Marvel, one Star Wars book.
Okay.
Star Wars Shattered Empire. This is issue 3, and this is the series bridging the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. So It's definitely worth picking up. If you're a Star Wars fan, you want to make sure you go get this. I wouldn't wait for the trade, because this series is going to be going
up until the movie, or right?
Right up until the movie, I think. So I think it's a 6-issue miniseries telling this story. So it's really been good so far. So we'll see if that continues. All right, Secret Wars stuff. I have 2 things.
I only got one Secret Wars.
Okay. Well, you didn't get either one of the ones I got.
Okay.
Right? So I got Civil War #5, and I actually got 2 stupid copies of it, so I'm taking that 1 copy back. But anyway, Civil War #5. This should be the finale, I believe, wrapping up the storyline, leading us into Civil War #2, I guess, next spring. In the spring. I don't know.
So not looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, Captain America versus Iron Man, the blue versus the steel, or the iron, or the whatever, the metal.
Iron.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
Yep.
All right, I got A-Force #5.
Oh.
So the wrapping up the issue here, or wrapping up this series before it restarts.
Yeah.
Somehow this team is. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll find out. But
But we won't find out till after we've been reading the new ones for a few months.
yeah, exactly. So, giant shark. Just remember, giant shark. That's all you need to know.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I picked up Marvel Zombies #4, which is really one of the better ones of the Battle World books. I like it because it's got Elsa Bloodstone in it, and I really like her. So this has been pretty cool because it's kind of a story of her being in the dead zone or the dead world or whatever they call it, the Deadlands,
Mm-hmm.
and finding this kid who seems to have some kind of weird powers and is trying to protect the child who we thought was a boy but is a girl, bald headed girl. Anyway, it's been pretty cool. So
Cool.
all right.
I got 3 all new, all whoop-de-doos.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh well, wait, hold on. I have one more. I have Deadpool versus Thanos #3. That was out, and this is pretty good. The second issue was really good. I finished it up a couple days ago. I read it, and then this is issue #3. Deadpool and Thanos are teaming up, trying to find Mistress Death because she's missing, and so nobody's dying in the whole universe. And it's been pretty interesting. It's weird to see Thanos and Deadpool teaming up, but so yeah, one of these is from last week, Amazing Spider-Man #1.
Yeah, great.
I had them put it back in my box, and then I was like, okay, I'll pay for it today.
Better than I thought it was going to be.
Really, and that's exactly the opposite of what I've heard about from other people.
Oh, really?
that is, yes.
Well, maybe I had really low expectations.
That could be. So, all right. What'd you get? How many did you get?
3 of them, right?
Okay.
Yeah, 3.
All right. See if you got any of the ones I got.
Probably.
You probably did.
Okay. Go. I'm ready. Go. I did get that one, yes.
Uncanny Avengers #1. Yeah,
Yep.
that was cool. Yep.
Cool
So
wraparound cover.
cool wraparound cover. I was just gonna say that's pretty cool. Deadpool's on the front. I'm gonna pick it up just for now.
It was written by Duggan, who
Dugan Duggan. I don't know. I always think of Dum Dum Dugan.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. I may not pick it up after the first issue, but we'll see what happens.
I don't know. I'm kind of interested in this team. Maybe I'm hoping this team is pretty good.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a different combination that we've seen in the past. So, sticking right along with the Avengers theme there. Did you get this?
Is that the one with Squirrel Girl?
New Avengers #1.
Yeah, no, I did not get that one.
It has Squirrel Girl? Oh, yeah, it does. Okay,
yeah.
well, this will be the only issue of this that I get then. I got it because, and, spoiler alert here, it has, oh, shoot, I saw him in here. Okay, so the big bad guy that they're kind of purporting, and I think I've seen it in the solicitation already for issue 4 or 3, is like, who is the Maker? Well, if you've been reading anything of the history of the Marvel Universe in the last 10 years, then you know who the Maker is. The Maker is Reed Richards from the Ultimate Universe, and he's a bad guy.
Yep.
And he's wearing a cool helmet, and he's a bad guy. So he's the Maker. He's in this book. I want to see what happens with him, but I don't know if I'll continue getting that one or not. We'll see. So, okay. Did you get Guardians of the Galaxy?
Did. Without Peter. So it's Kitty as Kitty and
Shadow Lord. Shadow Cat Lord. Cat Lord. Bendis is writing it.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's cool because Peter Quill is now like the king on Spartax or whatever.
Yeah,
Spartax. He took over there. So that'll be weird.
Okay, so that was 2, right, for you?
Yep, I got one more.
Yeah, one left. You don't have. I don't think you got this.
No, I'm done with her.
Yeah, I had to pick up the first issue. I just want to see it. Jason Latour is writing it. I'm not really familiar with him, so we'll see. This is continuing right from the last issue, pre Secret Wars. So yeah, it's I don't know.
I chose Sylph.
Did you? Yeah.
I made
Either
myself choose.
Either one. So you did get this,
Oh,
though,
I did
right?
get this. Yeah.
Yes, you did. Yep. So that's our last book for the week.
I'm super excited for this one too. The new costume,
Yeah.
the new suit. This looks crazy.
It is really cool looking, and you know, Peter David's writing it, so
You're right.
that
right
there sells me on it for sure. I'm very interested to see how they continue this story and kind of what happens with this. You know, I don't know the fallout from whatever happened, and I want to see what the fallout is from Secret Wars, if there is any, because he was Miguel was the owner of Alchemax, the president and everything, in the Secret or the Spider-Verse miniseries. So how does that translate now into this world, or does it, or you know, are they just going to have a big reset button at the end where Doom says, "I put it all back to normal. Whoa, I'm dead," and then everybody's like, "Oh wow, I wonder what happened there for that second."
In the last series before it ended, he was he'd gone back to the future, and Maestro was there.
Yeah. Yes.
So I don't know if that's going to play into any of it. Also, if there's any left over from that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's it for this week. Tons of books out this week. A lot of big Marvel stuff, you know, first issues and everything. Definitely check that out. A lot of great indie stuff too, though. So don't pass them by just because you're like, oh, I got to get all the DC and Marvel stuff. You know, maybe skip a couple of those books from the big publishers and pick up some of this great stuff that's being put out by the independent publishers. Especially, I mean, you could sit there and buy all the books from some of these publishers and not add more than one book a week, maybe two, and get some great stories. Oni Press, you know, they put out like 5 books a month, and their books are awesome. They have the new Exodus, The Life After, the second volume for that series coming out here pretty soon. You know, The Bunker is amazing. What I get this week, Blood Feud looks really, really funny, really good. Just some great stuff and some great writers and great art. So, you know,
also, we should mention Zenoscope and Valiant, which we didn't get any of those books this week, but
we will. We'll
catch up.
Yep, yeah. We have everything queued up for Monday for a new just another Zenoscope Monday, and then we'll do a big Valiant review for next week for Thursday. So, yep. All right. Well, we got to get off of here. Our time runs short, so we appreciate you watching. Like, share, subscribe. Check us out on the web at comicbook.com. Yeah, click all of the everything. Comicbook.com, Facebook, Comic Booked, and then also 2 Comic Book Dudes. And actually on comicbook.com, if you look on the right side, there's a little ad there you can click. Takes you right to our Facebook page and all of our awesome videos. So we do hope you like that. We hope you share it with other people so that they like it. And, you know, we just get millions of subscribers someday. That'd be awesome.
That'd be fun.
I'd be happy with like 100. That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Have a good one.